So,
Yeah.
can we film you?
Yeah. And can we show it to our class? Yeah. Sure.
Was it okay if we film you and show it to our class?
Yes, I am.
Permission to record you?
Yeah. We have your permission to film you and show it to our class?
Yes, you do.
Alright. Your permission to film you?
Yes, you have my permission.
Okay. So, what is one word that comes to mind when you think of the Middle Passage?
Well, as I said earlier, when I think of the Middle Passage, some things that come to mind: death, confinement, stench. No, it wasn't serious. Rule. Just lots of death and lots of pain. Because when I was in 5th grade, our class went to Middle Passage Museum in Ohio, and they had these little, cubby holes, but they had, broken wood, and there were splinters and stuff. And we saw what you had to sit in. And then after that, we watched the Amistad, and it was absolutely horrible, and it was terrifying. So that's what comes to mind when I think of the Middle Passage. Nothing happy, nothing. I don't really think of profit, but I mean, some people did back then. But when I think of the Middle Passage, I think along the lines of the Native American movement from Georgia to somewhere
Trail of
else.
Tears?
The Trail of Tears. I think of it like that, but exponential.
Okay.
So, what do you think when you hear the word Middle Passage?
I think of everything I've got in history class back in high school, pretty much.
It was...
Yeah. But slave trade, everything I remember the slave trade. It went from the African coast, around Senegal, to the Caribbean, to the East Coast, something like that. The Middle Passage wasn't the worst part of the trip too. Something like that. Alright.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not done.
Thank you.
I don't know what the Middle Passage is.
Okay.
I think of slavery and pain.
No, okay.
And that's what I think when I think of the Middle Passage.
Thank you. What do you think of when you hear the Middle Passage?
Slavery. I know it has something to do with that. I'm not sure exactly what, but I know that it has something to do with the transport of slaves from Africa to Europe to the States.
What do you think of when you hear about the Middle Passage?
When I think of the Middle Passage, well, from my understanding, it's the trading route where black slaves were brought into the Americas from Africa, and the Europeans inside America went out, got the slaves, traded them for a bunch of stuff in America, and brought them back. And I think it's also difficult because that's a transition of the slaves to a new country. But anyway, that's my understanding of it.